on today's show.
Were the 2018 finals boring? Should Curry have won MVP? And has LeBron played his last game with the Cavs?
Trey Kirby hit the locker room after the win to file his report with the champs.
And from big dunks to swish bombs, we'll count down the top 10 plays from the 2018 finals.
It's Monday, June 11th. The starter starts now.
Good evening, Sweet World, and welcome to the starters. Whether you're joining us live right now on NBA TV, watching later on YouTube, listening to the podcast, doesn't matter. We're happy to have you. I'm Jay Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Tass Bellis.
Hashtag like a captain.
To his right, it's the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, Lee Ellis.
Friend.
Hey!
Lily, and last, certainly not least, over yonder, yes, it's nice to have him back. It's the bearded one, Trey Kirby.
Hey-yo!
Hey, yo! TK, what's poppin'?
Well, I'm here at the internet looking for your best tweets at hashtag the starters. And with the NBA season over, everybody is making summer plans, and that includes our own Lee Ellis, who saw a Jamal Crawford tweet about not having any basketball to watch, and it responded as you might imagine. If you come by Atlanta, Lee says, during the summer, let me know if you want to get some shots up, to which Jamal Crawford replied, deal.
Wow.
That, my friends, is the beginning of yet another Lee Ellis challenge. Sooner or later, these two are going to be playing one-on-one down at one of the parks here in Atlanta. But it brings us to today's question. What are some other starters challenges for this summer? For instance, I have a long-standing offer to have a cannonball competition with Blake Griffin.
Right.
He plays in Detroit now, so maybe he would enjoy a nice trip to some sunny weather. But maybe we could also have Skeets race LeBron James. LeBron led the league in minutes played in the postseason. Why not? Or maybe the ultimate starters showdown. Tass versus Lee and the ultimate dance-off. The Tasmanian Devil versus the Bomb Cyclone. Sounds like a match made in heaven. But we want to hear from you, so let us know on Twitter. What are some other starters challenges for this summer? Send us your best tweets to hashtag the starters. We'll hear from you later.
All right, get those tweets in. Fun show tonight. Trey is going to will show you him celebrating with the Golden State Warriors after they took care of business in the finals. We're going to count down the top 10 plays from those finals, and we got Lily's very solid play for the last time for this
one
season.
of the season,
do you
yeah.
do it in Summer League? I can never remember.
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
yes.
so sort of the last one. But let's start with a little true or false looking back at the NBA Finals that obviously ended in a sweep. TK, take it away. You got the cues.
Believe it or not, there's supposed to be a basketball game tonight, but thanks to the first final sweep since '07, it's already summer, which would be fine if we had watched a classic series. Unfortunately, just one of these four games ended within double digits, and LeBron sat the final 4 minutes because the thing was already over. True or false? The finals were boring.
I don't think so. I think for a 4-game sweep, it was very entertaining. Not only did it give us a 50-point game, a guy breaking the 3-point record in a single game with Steph Curry, but it's still giving us storylines. We're still talking about LeBron James and whether or not he was hurt because he came out with the cast after Game 4, and you can call him a drama king if you want, but I do think it affected him in games 2, 3, and 4. I think he was a different player when you look back, and watching game 2 live, I thought, well, this is weird. And then, you know, the shot chart and the shooting, it kind of proves it. He didn't want to shoot from the outside. He shot far less. And not to say it was broken, because it wasn't. You know, he did get a couple MRIs done. But I really, truly do think it did affect his play.
Do you think it mattered at all, though?
Well, I think partly he was partly deflated, and partly he knew that it was going to be over. I don't think it was technically it mattered, but you see his shot chart in game 1 on the left. He was all over the place. And then the best player in the world in games 2 through 4 only made 4 shots outside the paint. That is not the shot chart of the best player in the world. But again, I think it's a couple things. He knew it was over. He knew he didn't have the guns after game 1. And yeah, he was a little banged up. And he was out of gas, playing 100 games and didn't have the guys around him to beat this Warriors team.
I think it's true because people just remember the final score, 4-0. That's what everyone was worried about coming into the finals. It was like the Warriors are just going to destroy the Cavs. Can they get a game? The Cavs had a chance to win 2 games. And if they'd won one, particularly that first game, maybe the series is different. Maybe they get a second one down the line. But people are going to look back, especially the sort of casual fan, and go, that was a boring finals. We knew the Warriors were going to win. They swept them. They did everything. LeBron was great. He had no help. So I think that's going to be the storyline that people remember from this series.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. It was boring as soon as George Hill misses the free throw and J.R. Smith has the brain fart, and then they couldn't recover in overtime, and then the series was over. It really was. And then it was made worse by the fact that LeBron was so frustrated that he goes and maybe punches a whiteboard or a chalkboard or whatever and hurts his hand. I'll ask you this, Lee, especially. You look back at the 2002 finals when the Lakers are still the dynasty and they play the Nets. What do you remember from the 2002 finals?
Shaq.
Yeah. And
Come on. That one was way more boring.
It was
That
way more boring, but it goes to your point of
Yeah.
they were a dynasty. The Warriors are, there's no doubt. They're still in the midst of it maybe. They got maybe more titles to come, and
Yeah.
it was 4-0. And yeah, LeBron put up one heck of a fight, especially in game one. But when we look back, it was like, it was lopsided and they just got crushed.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was peak Shaq at the time, peak Shaq and Kobe. And the Lakers were just too good and the Nets never really had a chance. The Cavs had a chance, but they just couldn't take advantage of it, particularly in that game one. And that sort of set the tone from there. You just sort of felt that was the one they needed to win to maybe inject some life into this series. And again, look, I'm a huge basketball fan. Everyone knows that. But even me,
I know that.
Even
You
in
love basketball.
even in game two, I didn't feel the Cavs were that close. I thought the Cavs were close in game three, but game four, it was pretty much over, even in the first quarter.
And was it part of that because the way the Warriors played too, where, you know, all season long, they turn it on in the second half a lot of times? Was it like you're always sort of waiting for that inevitable, okay, the game might be close. Yeah, the Cavs are putting up a fight, but we know the Curry flurry, the Warriors
little bit.
avalanche is coming, and you're sort of like, you're just waiting for it to happen. And it obviously got
little bit.
out of hand in game four.
Yeah, undoubtedly they had to get game one. But
Yeah.
I still think this was the most exciting sweep ever in NBA Finals history. Am I going to go through each one and judge our excitement level afterwards? No, but you can't compare it to Todd McCullough, pinball champion Todd McCullough of the New Jersey Nets
Right.
in 2002. No way. It's way better in 2007 sweep. I mean, you had a 50-point game. You had a
Yeah,
3-point
no, there were some storylines, no doubt.
Yeah,
but in
and
the
we
end, it
still
was
got a storyline. We
boring.
still got a hand. Photos of a hand post game four. You don't see that too often.
All right, Trey, what's the next one here?
All right, Drake has Kevin Durant's number tattooed on his arm, which makes sense since KD just went back-to-back with Finals MVPs, but Drake also has Steph Curry's number tattooed on his arm, and some people are thinking Steph would get one dance with the Bill Russell Trophy after having 3 great Finals games. Guys, true or false? Steph Curry should have won Finals MVP.
No, that's false.
Yeah.
I think it's false.
Yeah.
And I only think this is a storyline because, one, the series was not competitive and we needed something to talk about, so it suddenly became Curry Durant, who do you like? That's one. Two, people just want the idea of Curry having one, which is fair. You know, he's a 2-time MVP, now he's a 3-time champ. They just wanted him to have one of them, and I think a lot of people do look back at the 2015 finals and go, maybe he should have got that one instead of Iguodala. And then the third part is people don't like Kevin Durant. That's the other part here. He's a bit of a heel. No one's really rooting for him. He's not well liked outside of Warriors fans. So you add all those things together and people are like, yeah, you should have given it to Curry, but I don't buy it. I think Durant had a better series than Curry did.
Yeah, well, this was always going to be a story coming into this series, and it ended after Game 3, and that's why Durant won it, because the series
Right.
ended after Game 3. It was done, and so because Steph had that bad game in Game 3, it was over. It didn't really matter what happened in Game 4, even though he had a spectacular game. People had cast their votes after Game 3, so it was over.
Yeah, Steph needed it to go 6 games, actually, I think, because then
Yeah,
it
that
gave
would've
him
helped his chances.
more of a chance to have it,
Yep.
to forget about that bad Game 3 that he had, which was the worst playoff shooting game of his career. And then to make it even worse, Kevin Durant had maybe one of his best playoff games
Yeah.
of his career as
Yeah.
well. But look, it's you know, Steve Kerr was asked about it, and he said when we met at the Hamptons 5, no one was arguing over who's going to win Finals MVP.
Right.
They want to win championships. The Finals MVP is nice to win, but ultimately this is what they wanted, and this doesn't really matter who walks away with this trophy.
Yeah, selfishly, I think for me, for a lot of people as well, they wanted to see Steph just even it up and get one like KD had one. But when you see these guys, they really don't care. They're really that selfless. And Steph Curry truly didn't care. I almost think give Durant each one each year, and don't give Curry one, because it proves. I think it's a really special locker room for Curry not to care, because a lot of guys obviously would care, because he was the guy who started everything, and that's why you kind of wanted him to get one.
And still put up great numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of that one game, 3 unbelievable games.
Very
but,
comparable numbers.
Exactly. All right, final one, Trey.
With 4 minutes left in a blowout Game 4 loss, LeBron James subbed out of the game for possibly the final time as a Cavalier, getting a huge ovation as he did so. Outside of visiting a hand specialist, no one knows what LeBron does next. Join the Lakers, stay in Cleveland, take a year off to be the 5th starter. Only time will tell, but true or false, LeBron has played his last game for the Cavs.
This won't be the last time we ask this question for the next couple.
I keep on thinking of where would the next destination be that would be okay with everybody, and it's hard to come up with that answer, because let's say he goes to the Rockets, and people say, well, that's not really his championship. He joined already fantastic team in James Harden and Chris Paul. The Lakers, I don't think he can win one there. If he goes to Philadelphia, I just don't know if that would be right either. So I still think if you're the Cavs, you've got to hold out hope that he can return. They just have to improve that team for him to do that. So I say it's true, but maybe it's false.
Great answer.
It's fun trying to wrap your head around the dynamic of his next team. I do agree. Where does he go? I just know he's gone from Cleveland. If the organization is this way, that just felt like a goodbye. It sure did. And, he's ripped through the organization. The tornado of LeBron has gone through there. The roster, has been turned over to try and win, but it's not a win now roster anymore. He's had problems with the front office. This sure felt like goodbye to his sons here. This is my last game in Cleveland, kids. Daddy might have to go work in another city next year.
Hey, they got the right-handed shake there too.
You did.
It was very gentle.
Respect,
It was
respect
gentle
for the
though.
kids.
Yeah. I'm with you, Tass. I just can't, you talk about you're trying to wrap your head around seeing LeBron somewhere else. I get that. I'm trying to wrap my head around just the idea of him staying there with that roster, how it's currently constructed. And there's a lot of big, contracts on that roster too.
Yeah.
Cavs front office would have to get very creative to try and sort of rebuild it again. I just don't buy it. I don't think LeBron. I think he's ready for the next chapter of his life, whether it be Houston, LA, Philly, some other wildcard team. I just don't see him staying there as well. That's what we think. Let's hear from you. Jump on Twitter, #TheStarters. Did we see LeBron play his final game with the Cavs? Let us know. When we come back, though, back to popping bottles. Yeah, Trey celebrates with the 2018 NBA champs. Don't go anywhere.
I'm the traveling man, doing all that I can. My house.
Welcome back to the Starters, where it's great to have the whole squad back together here again. Got to congratulate Lee and Trey on an awesome job covering the finals out on the road again. You were out in Oakland, obviously, Lee, for games 1 and 2. Trey, you in Cleveland, games 3 and 4. We talked to Lee about his experience. Trey, what was your favorite part from being out on the road?
Well, going into the locker room is one of the best parts of covering the finals. Everybody's happy, everybody's chatty, everybody smells terrible. It is awesome, and this year's trip did not disappoint. 3 titles in 4 years, 2 MVPs, a giant bucket of popcorn. How's it feel to be on top again?
Feels great. Never coming in this league, this is what you dream about, to be in a position to win a championship. And I've said it out loud in my head a couple of times since the buzzer sounded in the fourth quarter. I'm a 3-time champ. It's unbelievable, so I'm going to enjoy it.
Hey, man, back-to-back, how's it feeling?
Oh, man, it feels amazing, man. Back to back, you would never think this is possible, let alone it happening. It's amazing, man. It's an amazing feeling.
We're gonna get a back-to-back fanny pack.
I need to make a back-to-back. Y'all make sure y'all go to JamelMcGee.com/shop. Get my fanny packs and headbands. Appreciate you.
3 titles in 4 years. How's it feel, dude?
It's hard to put into words, honestly. There's a little relief too, man. We had a lot of expectations on us these last 2 years, and it will be the same next year. So it just feels good to have some time to get healthy, have some fun, because we earned this, man. This is not an easy journey.
How much harder was it to go back-to-back?
It was a roller coaster ride the whole way, and even in the playoffs, playing some great teams and being pushed to the brink of elimination twice and getting through that, and then to come into the finals and go 4-0. It's a nice sigh of relief for sure, and I'm gonna enjoy it.
How's it going, man? How you gonna celebrate?
I don't know, see, man. Might play some Fortnite, just playing.
So Fortnite!
We'll see what's up, man.
All right.
See what the night brings.
Ankle's been bothering you. Must feel all right now, though.
Yeah, adrenaline kicks in, and it's worth every second. I'll miss being sore. I'm done playing. That's how I looked at it, and I was not missing the finals for anything.
This one feels good. I mean, this one feels like a deeper gratification. Not that the other ones didn't, but this was hard. This was tough. Trying to repeat, we've never done that, and so being tested probably more than we ever had been in the playoffs with Houston, and then just the nature of the team with a lot of the same guys trying to go through the same journey again. There's mental fatigue. It's like having a house guest that stays too long sometimes. you need space, and so yeah, it's. That's what but if it wasn't hard, it wouldn't mean anything.
NBA champ, how's it feel, man?
The swag champ, baby. That's all. No more swaggy feet. Swag champ.
It's been upgraded.
Hey, it's been upgraded.
Way to go, champ.
Oh, you hear that? Yeah, I'm on another level. I'm like a national treasure now.
3 titles in 4 years. Another dynasty for you. How's it feel?
What was that?
Tiring.
It's exhausting. Yeah, but whatever. Another title.
Are you running out of room to keep your rings?
I got 2 more digits to work on. So yeah.
All right, let's fill it up then.
Let's fill it up. Let's do it.
All right, great stuff. A few questions or comments, I guess. Back-to-back fanny pack is a great idea.
Yeah, for sure. I have a feeling we'll see that in the JaVale McGee shop not too long.
That is a great idea. Who do you think had more fun overall after they won the title? Swaggy P, or Swaggy Champ, I should say, or Klay Thompson? Because they were on fire, I thought, both of them.
They're both great. Swaggy P and Klay Thompson, the way they interact with each other and the way they interact with people, completely different, but they're both very, very funny. We didn't see it there. Klay Thompson said he is going to bring Rocco some beef jerky this summer, so, Rocco's going to have a great summer as well.
Okay, excellent. Anything else for us there from the finals?
Well, around All-Star, Lee trained with Steph Curry, trying to break his personal three-point record. He's got to get 20. Came up a little bit short this year, but with Steph on top of the world, I thought I'd ask him how Lee can kind of tap into some of that championship mindset that Steph has. You talk about getting over the hump. We can't get Lee Ellis over 23s, man. It's impossible. How does he get that mental edge like you got?
I mean, sometimes, the coaching can only take you so far. You gotta be ready for the bright light. So that's on you. That's on you.
I'm trying, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That just means I have to go and work out with Steph again next season.
Yeah, that's exactly
I want to know if you're going to get a ring because you're in the full Warriors gear.
I mean, I probably should, shouldn't I,
All right, finally, we gave you a Game 4 challenge. It was pretty simple. If the Warriors win the title and are celebrating, you got to steal something from the locker room. What did you get, or did you?
No, not a pocket dog.
Not a pocket dog. Just the traditional cork. We're collecting them. But wait, there's more.
Okay.
This, my friends, is a from the locker room. Back-to-back champion pennant. You can smell it.
Smell it.
Still smells like champagne, Lee.
Yeah, it does.
I let my daughter smell this. She's like, what does that smell like? It smells terrible. It smells like a championship, baby.
That's good. All right, we'll put that up on the set. We got lots more still to come from the starters tonight. When we come back, we're going to count down the top 10 plays from those finals. Don't go anywhere. Back with the starters. Unfortunately, it only lasted 4 games, so that doesn't mean we didn't get some highlights. So let's do this. Count down to the top 10 plays from the 2018 NBA Finals. We'll start at number 10. That makes sense. And it's Tristan Thompson with the sexy,
crafty here.
Sexy reverse. Little and one finish. Nice pass from LeBron.
No stranger to switching hands, am I right?
Exactly right. Exactly right.
T-Top.
Nice finish.
At number 9, Game 1, LeBron blows by and through Sean Livingston.
Get out of the way.
Here's the angle we all want to see.
Yeah.
Shoe fly.
Had some highlights in Game 1, didn't you? Throughout the series. At number 8, we got a whole bunch of threes in this top 10, and Curry at the end of the half from deep. Yeah, Game 1.
It's a warm-up shot.
Yeah.
Bat open.
Maybe the best part of this, the little reaction here. Count it out. 1, 2, 3. Titles.
Another Curry 3 here. From deep, tries to draw the foul. No foul.
Come on.
But it still goes down. Yep.
It's a switch button.
How's that possible?
Good no call, though.
That's actually a JR type shot.
Yeah. You're right. All right, a little defense at number 6. Game 4, JaVale McGee closing out in the corner. Yeah, he takes away a possible 3 from JR.
He was so good in this series.
He's screaming all the way there. Yeah, check this replay. Way up there and just gets the fingertips on it. Great block from JaVale.
At number 5, this is when it looked like the Cavs had Game 1. The and one by LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
Real tough shot. 50 seconds left. Put him up 2. Into Kevon Looney there. Don't know how that went in.
Ultimate what if, right? If the Cavs win Game 1. It would have been so much different. So much different. All right, at number 4, Andre Iguodala. He returned late in the series. He showed off some hops in Game 3. Yeah. Again, coming back from injury and missed 6 games in the playoffs. This one was late in this game.
He put a contusion on Tristan Thompson right here.
That's right. And it was a close one still. Big dunk from Iguodala.
At number 3, this sealed Game 3 and basically sealed the series. From deep, Kevin Durant.
The Deja Vu Dagger, as it was
exactly.
called. It's a good name for it. Great reaction, too.
Gets into his rhythm there and buries it. 43
This
points.
is a great look here, too.
Curry and Draymond just screaming.
The Sea Otters.
And number 2, a little more Steph Curry. Loses his handle. It doesn't matter when you can shoot it this well. The moon ball over Kevin Love. Back in Oakland.
Kevin Love's right there. He's like, oh, I'm just going to move behind further and further.
Switch.
But at number 1, we went to the LeBron to himself
Oh, yeah.
for the number 1 play.
Man.
This happened in a finals game. I mean, it
Like
was
18 feet out.
so smooth.
Crazy.
Back-to-back years in the finals.
Yeah.
He goes off the glass.
Well, he's been there 8 straight years, so.
He's getting used to it.
Bound to happen.
Yeah.
All right, one more break. When we come back, Lili's final very solid play from the 2017-18 NBA season. Don't go anywhere. We asked you for some starters summer challenges. You hit us up on Twitter, hashtag the starters. Trey, you got a few of the best answers.
Yeah, Rodders thinks that we should perfect a barbershop quartet version of our own theme music. I like it. Tass can sing bass, I'll sing soprano. Paul George says to finally make a half-court shot in Summer League. We'll see. And Jeff says, how about a 21 game based on wedgies? Stay tuned, Jeff. We got some good news.
Okay. Lili, VSP, final one of the 2017-18 season.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good one here off the inbounds pass here from the Golden State Warriors. A netball play, bounce pass. Now, ends with a dunk. That's
Whoa,
not perfect, but it's still
controversial.
pretty good. That's what I call a very solid play.
What was very solid is we got a wedgie. Final game of the finals. Number 40 on the season as Andre Iguodala drives. Tristan Thompson blocks.
This is the real reason he came back.
Twitter went nuts for this.
That was a good wedgie.
It was.
Yeah. A finals wedgie. How fantastic did that feel? We got to 40. It was good to get to 40 because the last 4 seasons, since the NBA started tracking it, well, since we started tracking it in 14, 15, we started with 47, down to 45, up to 51 last season. And we had to settle for 40, but hey,
right.
it's
The
not
balls
bad.
are greased. That's what I
We'll
hear.
bounce back. Tomorrow morning, join us for the Starters Twitter show at 11 a.m. Eastern on Twitter. That makes sense. We'll see you then, and then back here tomorrow night, 6:30. That's it.
All right, we will see you then. Thank you so much for joining us today. And remember, it smells like a championship. It smells like a dynasty. It smells like these two guys
Embrace the
smelling it.
night, people.